Hey guys, it's Carol Lee from More Pieces of Me, and I just want to preface this by saying I am by far an expert. I've only been using it for about 3 weeks or so, so I'm sure there are other tips that I'll kind of learn along the way, but just for the sake of pleasing my readers, I wanted to go ahead and just show you what I've been doing, and maybe it'll help you in the future, hopefully. And I'll also link to a couple of the other tutorials that I personally learned how to do it myself from. For the most part, it's just clean hair. I blow dried it, and that's about it. The only tools that I use are a couple of these little wave clips, is what they're called. My teasing brush for later, and I'll show you why. And then I don't know why I always use two types of hairspray. I love Tresemme, but I don't really feel like it actually holds. And then right now I'm just using this Garnier Fructis, which I actually just picked up today. I normally use Not Your Mother's, but they don't sell it at Target anymore for whatever reason. The curling one that I am using is the Bedhead, which I'll link to in my blog as well. I've tried using the glove with it, and it was actually a lot harder for me to use the glove than it was just for me to be careful doing what I'm doing. So I guess just experiment with it and do whatever works best for you. When I was first teaching myself how to do it, the hardest thing for me was holding it. It was very awkward because the first time I tried it, I was curling my hair around it like this. The curls would fall differently because I was curling from the bottom up versus the top down, and then just it hit me one day that I really just need to hold it upside down like this. Another thing is when I'm curling with a traditional curling iron, I normally curl with my right hand, and I've just found that it's easier with the wand to actually hold it with my left hand and then use my working hand, which I'm right-handed, to actually do the curling. So that's my big learning number one for you. The first thing I do is just part my hair. I just separate my hair into two sections on either side of my face. And then I'll separate it from three sections going top to bottom. So for right now, I'm just going to start with my bottom section first. Again, I start with it down like this. I start at the base. And then I'm just really careful. Notice that I'm curling away from my face. That's just my personal preference on the way I like my curls to flow. And then another good piece of information that I learned watching tutorials is, there's curl number one, is that for my bottom layer, I'm only curling from halfway down the section because I noticed that the first times I was curling my hair curled up really, really short, which I didn't really like as much, but I found that if I only partially curl just the bottom half of my bottom section, that it makes my hair look as long as it really is. And I usually just hold it for, I don't know, about 5 to 7 seconds. So I kind of wrap with it sideways, but then I end up holding it down. And as you can see, I'm just like doing my very best to just hold the very, very ends of my hair as it curls. And there is section number one. Then all I do is just, I don't comb it out or anything, I just give it a quick spray and just let it dry. Then I take the second thirds and I put my hair in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm just being real. This is really how I do my hair. I'm sorry, it's so ghetto. This time I can get a little bit further up in my hair as far as curling the entire section, but I still don't go all the way to the scalp. And again, it's really just to make my hair as long as possible when it's all curled. And I personally just curl everything the same direction. I know there are other people that alternate the way you curl it, and I mean, that's just really personal preference. If you're looking to do it the way I do it, I just curl everything in the same direction away from my face. And that's it. Section number 2 is done. So I will just give it a little spray. And now I am at the last top section of my hair. One thing that you can do to get a little bit closer to your scalp is once you kind of start curling it over the wand a couple of times, it'll stay in place so that you could really just start twisting it in your left hand. I guess it would be counterclockwise to get it as close to your scalp as possible. The smaller the sections you go, the curlier your hair is going to be. You can kind of see that as I'm twisting the hair around the wand, I am also curling the wand in my left hand. Okay, and I just spray. Now for my right side, which for whatever reason, it's way easier for me to curl this side than it is the other side. I'm sure there's a more professional way to hold hair other than put it in your mouth, but sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. And that's it for section number 1. Give it a little spray. And then again, doing 3 sections on this side too. I don't know how some people can do this without looking. I would seriously burn myself like a million times. I already burn myself a lot without even looking, or when I am looking. And obviously the smaller the sections they are, the less time you really have to hold it around the wand. Okay, last section. This top right section is the easiest for me to curl. And I can get super close to the scalp for some reason on this side. I just realized I forgot to spray the other sections. Oh well. I'll give it a spray right now. Okay. So let me just give that one spray. Obviously, this is not how it looks in the pictures. It gets a little bit flat up here. What I normally do is I part it a little bit more And yeah, I guess I could do this before I start curling my hair, but I feel like this helps keep it a little fluffier if I save it for the end. I go ahead and part my hair a little bit more to the right. And then I take that section I just parted and I recurl it. You could also really just section off the top middle of your hair and do it last too. So that's where this little guy comes in. It's just a teasing brush that I got from my salon for like $3. Anyway, it's changed my life. So what I do first is I just take some spray and I kind of spray like at the top of my cowlick, kind of at the rear back of my part, just to give it a little bit of lift. And then I take my teasing brush and just tease a couple of sections. This gives it the little bit of lift that I need so that it looks a little bit more round at the top and kind of balances the look all over. I just comb it out a little bit, smooth it out just a little bit. You don't want to completely comb out what you have just teased. Just smooth it out a little bit. And then the last piece is just, I'll give it another couple of good sprays. And I don't comb all the way through the curls with my fingertips, but I just kind of feel through it just a little bit, just so that the sections don't look so separated. See how it's just got a little bit more of a rounded shape up top? That's what I like. And that's basically it. Then I use my finishing spray. This smells good. I've never used it before. Okay, that's it. I hope that was really helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'm far from a professional and I do some weird things like holding my hair in my mouth, but anyway, I hope that was really helpful for you guys. I love it. I would highly recommend this wand or whatever kind of wand because it seriously changed the way I've curled my hair before in the past, and I think the results are so worth it. And it really doesn't take that much longer. It does take probably about 10 more minutes longer than I would normally curl my hair, but it's worth it. I love the way it looks. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.